The whole electric vehicle market, it's just moving incredibly fast.
It really is. Non-stop innovation.
Exactly. And automakers are scrambling, especially to figure out affordability. So today, we're diving into something pretty interesting, Ford's sort of secretive Skunkworks project.
Yes, the low-cost EV initiative.
Right. We're looking at how they plan to make EVs that people can actually, afford. We've dug into a great article, Ford Skunkworks EVs, Everything We Know, to unpack their whole strategy for this new
A
platform.
really insightful piece.
Yeah. So our mission here is to boil down the key takeaways, the surprising bits about Ford's next big move. This deep dive is for you.
And it's definitely a critical time for Ford. The article points out that their current EV program, it's just not hitting the profit targets they want. That's a big deal.
So the Mach-E and Lightning aren't quite cutting it financially.
Well, they've been popular, sure, but they're facing more competition now, and maybe the initial platform wasn't designed for ultimate low cost. Plus, GM has actually pulled ahead of Ford in U.S. EV sales now. Only Tesla is selling more.
Wow. Okay.
And on top of that, CEO Jim Farley, he's sounded the alarm, basically. He's worried about China's lead in affordable EVs. Really worried.
Worried they'll come here.
Exactly. Worried about what happens if, or maybe when, those really low-cost Chinese EVs hit the U.S. market. He sees them as a massive competitive threat.
So, okay, it sounds like Ford's feeling pressure from, everywhere. Is this why they need this whole new approach? Why Farley called that announcement back in August a Model T moment? Is it that dramatic?
I think so, yeah. It
Yeah.
signals a fundamental shift. They know if they want to compete head-on, especially with Tesla, and importantly, the Chinese automakers, they need something completely different.
Not just tweaking the old stuff.
No, not at all. It has to be ground-up EVs, designed from the get-go for affordability for the mass market. That Model T moment line is not just marketing fluff. It implies a total rethink, like the original Model T did for cars back in the day, democratizing the tech.
That's a massive undertaking for a legacy automaker like Ford. So how are they actually doing it? What's the origin story of this Skunkworks team?
Well, it goes back to 2021. That's when they set up this internal team. And the interesting part is the size, it's small, only about 100 people.
Really? That small for something so critical?
Yeah, deliberately lean. But here's the clever bit. They specifically recruited talent from rivals, people from Tesla, from Rivian, from Lucid.
Bringing in the EV native expertise.
Exactly. And their mission is crystal clear, ruthless focus on cost and efficiency. They see Tesla and the Chinese EVs as, quote, the ultimate competition.
That's fascinating. And wasn't there that story about Farley himself driving a competitor's car?
Yes. That really underscores their seriousness. He actually said on the Fully Charged Show podcast that he'd imported a Xiaomi SU7